Hello, 365. I'm going to blame the eclipse for my first failure on my video. So we're going to do this again. In reality, I had started Siri on my Mac and she was taking over the microphone capabilities. So as I was doing my QuickTime video trying to explain the course, I was getting no sound to what I was saying. I bet Siri was having a lot of fun though in the background. Who knows? So we'll do this again. So what you're looking at here is the screen on D2L for 365. And most of you will see something very similar to this. This is the course as it exists. This is my information right here. You should be using that anytime you need some help. And thank you to those two who texted me right away when they tried the video. It got things fixed right away, and I love that. That's what I love. If something isn't working right, don't struggle too long. Make sure that it's not just you and that it could be something on my end as well, okay? So now we're going through and I'm going to fix this for you. So everything you need for this course is really housed in the content area. And when you go to content here, you're going to see a few things. First of all, you're going to see the syllabus. Read through the syllabus. There's some things highlighted that you need to pay particular attention to. These standards, and again, this course schedule is going to be moved. These standards right here are the tech standards that are done by ISTE. They're the kind of the gurus of educational tech, and these are the South Dakota tech standards. You're going to need to read through those for the first assignment that we have this week. And that first assignment is always going to be listed here. So we'll have Unit 1, and I'm going to change this name to Unit_1 Twitter. And then you'll have a Unit_2 and a Unit_3. Rather than dates, I think it'll be a little better to keep track of what's going on there. So Unit 1 looks something similar to this. It doesn't look something similar to this. This is it. So every time you have an assignment every week, this will usually be posted probably over the weekend, Monday morning at the very latest, but it'll always be there for you. You're going to have videos to watch, rubrics for the assignments you do that week, and you're going to have videos and some text to read. That's the typical strategy for this particular course. Everything that you need to do is going to be explained in this first document. This one says Unit1_intros Twitter. Next unit is going to say Unit2_ and then what it is. So if you click on this, first thing I want you to notice is it's going to open up in this page right here. If this is your first D2L course, your first online course, this is going to look really new to you. And if you're an old hat at this, bear with me just a second because there's some flaws with this particular page right here. You'll notice that as you scroll through this, it looks like the entire document is blank. That is not the case. Your computer is just taking a little bit of time to catch up with the download from where D2L houses its documents. So if you wait just a second, stuff will start to show up on here. You can also view this as text, and I'll show you what that looks like here. It basically takes away all of the graphics that are incorporated within it. You can also hit this button right here, and that'll download it to your computer so that you can use it without being connected to the Wi-Fi. I prefer this page right here. It just gives it to me the way it's supposed to look, and it's just what's there. Your second page is just going to be information saying, hey, anything in this course belongs to the university, opinion statements, those kinds of things. It's kind of like the I agree statements at the end of almost every app you've ever signed on to. You should read it through once, but it'll be there on every single week that we do something, okay? And then you have this third page. This right here is a listing of the readings and the videos that you'll be required to watch this week. Now, if you remember, and I'm going to go back here, I'm going to content. If you'll remember, I'm in Unit 1. That's where those will all be housed. So when I tell you to watch a video, you should always go right there. Now, if for some reason there isn't a video there, if there isn't a video listed here, then the link would be on this page, right? I will always either give you the link or I will give you the video itself. So these you're going to be required to be watched and to be read. Now, you find out what to do. Okay. Usually on this page, what to do. So you have assignment 1A. The first thing you have to do is a discussion. You're going to have a discussion that you need to do every week. That's what makes this more of a course where you guys actually get to talk to each other. We do have at least one face-to-face meeting, but again, that's virtual. It's not literal face-to-face. We're just face-to-face on the computer. And so with your first discussion, basically you're going to introduce yourself. You can do this in any way technologically that you want to. You could do a video, you can write it out, you can do it in a traditional discussion way, completely up to you. I've given you some questions that may or may not be used. You can add your own, you can use those, whatever you want to do. Let us get to know you just a little bit, okay? Now, while we're here, it's your first thing that you have to do. Let's go to the discussions, which is underneath communications, and discuss. And you will notice this is where you're going to put your discussion. You'll notice that Nicole already put her discussion up. There's already one thread started, so you click here and you're going to start a new thread. You can put your name there, you can do whatever you'd like to for the title. So when you start a new thread, it's going to ask you for something, okay? And down here is where you're either going to type, or you can add an attachment, which might be a video. You might put a link in here to a YouTube video. Whatever it is that you want to do to introduce us to you. Let us know all about you, okay? Now, this is going to be posted an awful lot, and pay particular attention to it. Any original posting, that's going to be the first post you do every week, is due by Wednesday. And that's, again, an 11:59 is fine, 11:59 p.m. That allows everybody to have 2 more full days, almost 3 more full days, to post responses to those. And you are required to do 2 responses to 2 people's posts. You're welcome to do more, but that is the minimum, okay? So I'm going to go back to content here, and I'm going to go back to where all of my information is that I need to do this week. And I'm going to scroll down, because remember that was assignment 1A. Excuse me. Okay. Then you have assignment 2B. Now assignment 2B is going, or 1B is going to deal with the readings and the videos that you watched. And with this particular discussion post, it's a very simple prompt. It's simply define educational technology. Now, what I want you to do with discussion posts like these is I want you to incorporate the material from the videos and the readings that you have to do in that discussion post. These should be substantive. They should have some real meat to them. They should be, for the most part, your opinion backed up with research from what you're watching. Now, again, those videos, one more time on this, right? Those videos and those readings are going to be right here, okay? And again, they are listed. Going back to content here. Oops, my bad. You need to go to Unit 1. And again, those readings that you have to do every week, or those videos that you might have to watch, are all going to be listed right here, okay? Those are the things that you have to do for that particular week. And again, this discussion post, the original, needs to be done by Wednesday, and then 2 discussion post responses to your classmates by Friday at 12:59, all right? Now, here's the meat of this week. You have to do a couple of different things. One, I want you to create a Twitter account. If you have one and you don't care if we just join that one, that's fine. If you want to create one that's just for this class, you're welcome to do that as well. So I want you to create a Twitter account. And I'm going to bring up mine here. Twitter is a social media page, but it has also become, see, Jamie has already joined. It has also become a place where people in education are sharing a lot of ideas. It's become kind of that go-to for education. So you're going to join this, and you're going to find that you need to hashtag all of your posts with this particular hashtag right here, SDState_EDFN365. Now, I've given you lots of information about how to join Twitter if you haven't already, and I know I do have a date wrong. This is due on Friday. There's one place that says it's due in January, but that's not quite accurate. I'll change that here this afternoon. It's on my list. Then I want you to add to Twitter. I want you to retweet. I want you to read a lot of the material that's out there. And again, this is another opportunity for you to start joining with other educators to talk about education, to talk about how technology can be viewed. Now, what you'll find, if you're new to Twitter, this is what you can do with that hashtag. So I can type in that hashtag, and I can do a search, and it will bring up every single instance where that hashtag has been used in a Twitter feed, and you can see what your classmates have put up, what me and Jeff Schneider have put up. He's a teacher here at University 2, and you might guess he's my husband. And you can just see what that community of educators are talking about. I will follow you, and you are going to follow me just simply because of the assignment itself. And at the end of the semester, if you want to, you can unfollow me. But it's a really good place for people to just talk about education. Okay, now each week you'll also, if you have something similar to do to that, like a Twitter assignment, you're going to have a rubric that you are going to have. Now with this particular one, you've got this very basic, simple thing that you need to do. Again, this is the wrong due date. That's going to be Friday the 25th. So these are the things that you need to do in order to get full credit for it, okay? And it will give you that information right there. And if you follow along through that and do all of those things, you'll get full credit for it. So here's the thing with me, and if you've watched my bio video, you'll figure this out, right? So if you haven't followed another educational site, you just created a Twitter account, you haven't added anybody, you're not following anybody but me and Slim, you're just out there, but you're not really involved and active with it yet, I may not give you the points here, but you can go back, you can let me know, you can say, hey, I messed up here, I'm going to add some stuff, can you reassess it? And then I will go back in, I'll reassess it, and I'll give you the points for that. Just about everything you do this semester, you can make better. I'll give you feedback on everything you do. That feedback will help you improve what it is that you're doing, and then you can improve your grade. I'm very flexible that way. I'm that way in the classroom, I'm that way virtually, and I have quite a few online courses that's just the way that it is. At the end of the year, I'm going to assess you on your Twitter use. Did you tweet? Did you get involved in this personal learning community? Or were you just in it for the, I tweeted once over the semester? Probably not going to be there. Now here's the thing with this. You all know people on social media who do nothing but hang out on social media. That's not what I'm looking for you to do. I'm literally looking for you to just get involved in that educational community and start gaining some support for what's out there. Now, here's the deal, right? D2L can be a handful. It can be times where it's not going to work right and times where it works really, really well. Don't panic. Just let me know what's going on. Just communicate. Keep that communication open, and we will go from there. Thank you again, those of you who let me know that this video sound wasn't working. Again, the quicker you let me know stuff like that, the better off we are. For everybody, all the way around. Don't hesitate. You guys are going to be teachers one day. You need to begin to assert that part of you into your learning as well as in your future classroom. All right, so let's have some fun with this course. I'm around all the time. Just let me know. Those of you who have already texted me know you got a response back almost immediately, and that's key to me. I'm here for you, not the other way around. So if you need something, you holler at me. All right, you guys, have a great Eclipse day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.